Today I'm playing the entire career of Tyler Shough and not stopping until the day he retires. As a second round pick that was ridiculed by many, he ended up being one of the biggest surprises of the 2025 rookie class, showing that he might just have what it takes to be a true franchise quarterback. And today we're going to see if he's just a one-year wonder or if he really has what it takes to become one of the best quarterbacks of all time. He ends off his rookie season as a 77 overall, and I think he played pretty well considering the talent around him. Now the biggest thing working against him, his age. I'm not real sure if he has enough time to develop into one of the NFL's best. But as we simulate through free agency to see if this front office spends some of this $125 million just sitting here in salary cap to improve this team around Shough, which is rather important considering some of their few good players retired, it's time to go over his career challenge. And since I've got super high expectations for Tyler, I've given him a whopping 10 objectives, beginning by simply winning NFL MVP. He's got to make at least 3 Pro Bowls and throw for at least 200 touchdowns while rushing for 20. He's got to develop into at least a 90 overall, and it would help him out if he become a superstar. He needs to have at least just one season where he throws for 40 touchdowns. He's got to win his division while winning at least 5 playoff games. And most importantly, he's got to bring the Super Bowl back to New Orleans. And if Tyler completes all 10 of these objectives, which is going to be tough, I've got to waste money on his jersey and wear it in my videos the entire month of March. He destroyed my Titans, man, so this would be embarrassing. Unfortunately, here at the end of free agency, they still have $80 million left over, so they didn't spend all of it, but they spent some of it, hopefully on some good players. Please tell me they didn't just get a bunch of garbage. They got Chris Paul, Jaquan McMillan, oh god, it's not good. Rondale Moore. You got so many free agents. I literally think Cameron Curl is the highlight. Oh my god. Just a bunch of mid. Oh god, dude. Unless they put together the best draft class of all time, this team and Tyler Shough stands no chance next year. Hanging on to this $80 million for no reason is completely wasting Tyler Shough's cheap rookie contract. For Tyler's sake, let us hope this is the best draft class of all time. Maybe go out and get him a better receiver. Alright, please don't tell me it was a complete stinker. Wasn't horrible. I mean, they got a good wide receiver too from Louisville. Chris Bell is going to be a monster. I just think this 8th pick in the draft was a complete waste, dude. When you have a top 10 pick, you got to do better than a 72 overall. A decent edge rusher in the 3rd round too, but man, it's not great. Oh my god, they could have got Jeremiah Love. 81 rated Jeremiah Love, and they pass up on him for a 72 overall D tackle. That's horrible. Look at this, so many good players they passed up on. If I'm Tyler Shough, I'm requesting a trade. I mean, as well as Shough played under the terrible circumstances as a rookie, he's gonna have to play even better for this team to have any chance this season of making the playoffs. God, dude, the 8th overall pick is gonna be D tackle 3. And as mentioned, with all these retirements, man, this defense is gonna be even worse than a year ago. I mean, let's just be honest, the team's stinky. They're a 79 overall, 81 offense, 77 defense. To be honest with you, I think this team's ceiling might be 8 wins this year. I mean, if he leads them to the playoffs this season, go ahead and crown Shough the best quarterback in Saints history. Told you guys I didn't expect much. At least they did one game better than what they did in Shough's rookie season, so maybe one game at a time, 2 seasons down the line, they can finally make the playoffs. Oh no, the offense was bad. At least the defense wasn't terrible, and I thought they were going to be worse than the league. Oh, don't like to see that. Pretty big regression here from Tyler Shough, going from his rookie to sophomore campaign. 19 touchdowns to 18 interceptions. Not like his career's over or anything, but it's not good. Not good at all. I mean, he threw for a lot of yards, but like at the end of the day, you got to limit these interceptions. If he throws maybe 10 picks, maybe they make the playoffs. So don't expect his overall to have gone up way too much from this, but let's see on the ground. See, dude, this team was just all out of whack. They didn't even have a running back run for 700 yards. 3.8 yards per carry is disgusting. And unfortunately, Shough didn't even have a single rushing touchdown. What I'm seeing so far is just so gross, dude. At least, it looks like he had 3 receivers about eclipse 1,000 yards, although Rondale Moore is a little shy. But look at the rookie, Chris Bell. Really like the lone positive this season. A picture-perfect 69 grabs for 988 yards and 10 touchdowns. I mean, those 10 touchdowns might be good enough for a Rookie of the Year vote. How'd the defense do so well? Looks like we had Carl Granderson, Chase Young, both coming with 10.5 sacks, but outside of that, dude, it was garbage. That rookie defensive tackle, did he even play? Oh my god. He might be the biggest bust of all time. Literally, the 8th pick in the draft had 2 tackles the entire season. Now, I'm assuming, yeah, Shough did not win MVP, did not even come in the top 10. Hopefully, one of these years, I'll be winning Coach of the Year, but definitely not this season. Nobody top 10 Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. We had at least Chase Young come in 9th. Offensive Rookie of the Year, does that go to Chris Bell? Yes, it does. So we do at least have one positive this season. He's going to end up making a really good 1-2 punch with Chris Olave, so at least Shough will have some good receivers to throw to at least the next 4 years. Now, Defensive Rookie of the Year, our guy we drafted 8th overall, didn't come close to sniffing the top top 10 vote. The most important thing from this season, need to check in to see what Tyler Shough's overall went up to. Okay, up from a 78 to an 82, which I don't think is that bad considering his numbers. Unfortunately though, with the very mediocre season that he did have, I highly doubt his dev trait goes up this offseason. But no reason to panic because he still has plenty of time to turn things around here in New Orleans. Do want to see the rest of the team around him, mainly Chris Bell, who is normal dev, unfortunately. Hopefully that'll change after winning Rookie of the Year, but it's up to 81. Whoa, ho, ho. Something's wrong there. We'll just disregard that, but still, 81 overall, decent rookie season, although I think we have an imposter in his jersey. I think something's just a little off here. So again, man, just really a mid-team that does have some decent young pieces now, but at the same time, they're still, I believe, a long away from competing for a Super Bowl. But a little bit more good news as the front office once again has a decent chunk of change to spend in free agency. Hopefully they can do better than last year. Before we get to that point though, I do want to see if anybody's dev trait changes, which after getting the offseason, somehow we gained an extra like $20 million in salary cap. I think that unfortunately might mean more players retired. Devondre Campbell, I guess he didn't do too much for us last year. Looks like at least Chris Bell up to star. Tyler Shough stays at normal. I don't think anybody else in the offense got an upgrade. I mean, to be fair, they didn't deserve it. And defensively, a surprise here is Chase Young up to superstar. But it's time for the most important part of the offseason, simming through free agency, and we better hope they spend all 100 million of those dollars, man, because by God, this team needs it. Brother, I don't think they spent a dime. This game makes me mad. They picked up a backup left guard and picked up a fifth-year option. I just don't understand. We actually got worse. How can you see the state of this roster and be like, nah, we'll just keep this money to ourselves? This better be the best draft class of all time, or I might go in and request a trade for Tyler Shough myself. Okay, a lot to decipher right here, boys. We went D-tackle again. I don't know what our obsession is with drafting mid-D tackles in the top 10. They just went out and drafted Hugh Bass in the second round at quarterback. When they have Tyler Shough already, like, are they planning on releasing Tyler Shough? Why is this guy backwards? No way you're gonna waste a draft pick on a quarterback that's supposed to be the face of your franchise, and he doesn't even know how to face the right way. Oh, what in the world are the New Orleans Saints doing right now? I mean, they got a good cornerback in the third round, but outside of that, dude, it's just horrible. I don't even want to see what they could have got in the first round. Why so many defensive tackles got taken? There was good edge rushers, there was good linemen. There was an 84 overall tight end they could have drafted, but yet again, for the second straight season, they get themselves a very mid defensive tackle in the top 10. I don't get it. Oh my God, there was a better defensive tackle they could have drafted in the 7th round with the Mr. Irrelevant pick. Mr. Irrelevant is a 76 overall, all while our first round pick is a 74. Our front office consists of a bunch of children. They just drafted him because of his number. So now into his 3rd NFL season, it really might be now or never, because they apparently want to replace him with Hugh Bass. And unfortunately for Tyler, I just don't know if this team has what it takes. Like, the running back position sucks. Got 2 decent receivers to throw to now. Like, why couldn't they sign a better left guard? They got a freaking $100 million. And the defense isn't anything special either. How crazy is it, brother? That defensive tackle didn't even have hidden dev. They had a normal dev D tackle with the 9th overall pick. My expectations for this season are as low as they possibly can get. And with Tyler's time running out here in New Orleans, dude, he's got to lock in. We need a masterclass from him. Oh God, we're going backwards. I do not like the trajectory of this whatsoever. How did the offense get even worse? How's that even possible? The defense got even worse too. I mean, to be fair, he had a pretty good season. By far the best season of his career. 3,800 yards, 26 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. I mean, he's doing everything he can do right now. Excited to see what his overall got up to with these numbers despite the team around him, but I'm assuming again, it's the running game. He added with 3 touchdowns on the ground, but my God, dude, they have got to sign somebody better than Rachaad White. Keep in mind, they had a chance to draft Jeremiah Love in the first draft of this career. Nah, they went a garbage D tackle, but they just gotta be able to do better than Rachaad White. Averaging 3.4 yards per carry is disgusting. Chris Bell, though, is a freaking dog. I mean, he's Tyler Shough's #1 receiver. I mean, Chris Olave's playing fine, but this guy is taking over. I mean, the defense is just so bad. This whole team is just an abomination. I mean, nobody double-digit sacks. Brian Brees, their D tackle, more sacks than Chase Young, who just became a superstar last year. It's just like, I don't even know if this team has a chance to even rebuild themselves the next few seasons. I don't know if they're ever never going to be able to win a Super Bowl. Did he at least get MVP votes? Didn't, unfortunately. All while Jackson Dart on the Falcons did. That's interesting. I really want to know how that came into fruition. Again, no silverware whatsoever. This is just not going good. Hey, at least that D-tackle got a Defensive Rookie of the Year vote. Now, can the saving grace of this season please be the progression of Tyler Shough? Up to an 85 rated, not too shabby. He's going to be 28 years old this offseason, which means he really only has about 2 more years to progress. So I don't know how possible him hitting that 90 overall threshold is. Maybe he'd have a better chance, if the team around him was better. Chris Bell up to an 85 rated. Chris Olave is, I think, an 88 now. And the most interesting thing to me right now is, like, what in the world do the Saints do at quarterback long term? Because this guy is now a 78 rated rookie QB, and Tyler Shough's contract's going to be up in just a couple seasons. So, like, is this guy really going to end up replacing him? I mean, like, Shough's an 85 rated will probably be maybe closer to a 90 by the time his contract's up. So I think they'd be dumb not to re-sign him, especially with all this money. But let's yet again get into the offseason and see if Shough can at least become a star. Just get some sort of dev trait progression. All right, here goes nothing. And yes, finally, up to star. Looks like his overall got a little bit of a boost too, up to 86. So maybe, just maybe, he can hit 90 in a couple seasons. But again, as you see, he's 28 years old now. Had a late start to his career. So, dude, he's going to have to ramp things up fast to have any chance of completing his career challenge. Okay, hold on. On defense, just out of nowhere, even though we had one of the worst defenses in the league, we had Jonas Sanker go up to superstar. We had McMillan go up to superstar as an 80 overall. Also had Justin Reed go up to superstar. So maybe our defense will have a little bit of extra juice next season. But most importantly, man, we desperately need this front office to spend this gosh dang money. Keep in mind, this is their last chance to spend money before they have to give Shough a huge contract extension. Or maybe the front office will decide just to go with that youngster. Honestly, don't even think Shough would be that mad, because he'd be able to go sign a contract elsewhere and actually go play for a competent franchise. Honestly, hope the front office shocks me, but I'm not expecting much here. Again, I'm expecting them to hoard all that cash for just no reason. Okay, looks like they spent about $100 million, so that's good. Now, surely they couldn't have spent $100 million on nothing but garbage, right? They ended up signing Cade Otton, Drew Tranquil, a bunch of one-year deals. Trey Hendrickson, a one-year $23 million contract. Stephon Diggs, Trey Benson, so looks like he's our new running back. Vita Vea, new left guard, Tareeb Steele, Rashawn Gary. Like, first of all, where's this been the last few years? Secondly, like, I'm glad we spent the money, but legitimately, we only signed 4 of those players to long-term contracts, so all that money is going to free up once again next offseason. But with the additions, dude, the team is up to an 87 rated. Like, that's actually kind of nuts, in my opinion. But, like, maybe, just maybe, we could push for a playoff spot next season. You see what happens when you actually spend money? Now, what are the odds? I think slim, but what are the odds we actually can follow it up with a good draft class? Can we please, I beg, not draft the defensive tackle in the top 10 again? Anything else, please. I'd even take a punter. Come on, Madden franchise, give me some good news. We went right tackle, but got an extremely good wide receiver in the 2nd round. A 78 overall out of Alabama. First pick, kind of stinky again, but I will take this all day, every day. At least we got a good guard in the 6th round. I'm scared to check. I'm scared to check the draft and see who we could have got in the top 5. I'm actually going to do it. Oh, we just missed out on an 81 rated running back. I'm just glad we didn't take one of these defensive tackles again. There were some good corners. There's good edge rusher. But it's not like we missed out on a generational player or anything. I wish we could have got this tight end, though, because we really don't have a long-term option at tight end in the team, so he'd have been nice. But boys, I think we're ready to rock and roll for this next season. This is the most optimistic I've been, although the teams overall dropped from 87 to 85. I'm not mad, though. It's a lot better than what we've had the last few seasons. I mean, Tyler Shough, now has Chris Olave, Stephon Diggs, who is washed at this point, but Stephon Diggs, Chris Bell, and the new rookie receiver to throw to. So he's got some weapons, and by far, I believe, the best defense he's had. Actually got some good pass rushers for once. So we're going to go ahead, simulate to the end of the season, and see if by chance, for the first time in his career, he's about to turn 30 at this point, and in the last year of his contract, can he finally bring the Saints to the playoffs? What do you mean? Brother, this might be the most tainted career video I've ever done in my life. How did we do so much worse this season than the last few? This was by far the best team we ever had. This game makes no sense, dude. If I'm Tyler Shough, I am not signing an extension here, dude. This franchise is freaking cursed. The offense was pretty bad once again this season. Defensively, how do we not get any better than a year ago? Shough back to to his old ways. 4,000 yards, but 16 interceptions. That's just not going to cut it, man. He got sacked 60 times. He's up to an 87 rated, so like, I know he's still only 28, but it's going to be tough for him to get up to the 90s. I mean, our running game was better this year than seasons past, but still nothing special from Trey Benson. Tyler Shough only one singular rushing touchdown. It's going to be tough for him to hit 20 for his career. Now, through the air, it's not like our receivers were bad. Chris Bell, 1,200 yards, 100 grabs, 9 touchdowns. Chris Olave, 1,000 yards, 6 tutties. Stephon Diggs might be washed, but again, put up good numbers. K-Dot, a new tight end, good year too. Unfortunately, the young tight end only finished with 67 yards, so don't know if he really progressed too much. He's up to an 81 at least. How was our defense so bad? We had 3 players, all 3 of our new signings, get 13 or more sacks. This game just genuinely makes zero freaking sense. Now, boys, I guess it's time to see if Tyler Shough got a contract extension. I actually hope he doesn't. I want him to go elsewhere because he's not going to be able to win or do anything with this franchise. Dude, we need to take after the Giants. They legit won 2 straight Super Bowls with Dante Moore at quarterback, by the way. How about the old dev trade increases? Here we had, looks like nothing at all. And defensively, I believe we got worse. Sanker kept his superstar. Cameron Curl as the backup strong safety gained his superstar. Justin Reed lost his. McMillan somehow as an 81 rated corner has a superstar. I just don't get this game anymore, man. We're losing half these good defensive players anyway, so let's see what's gonna happen. We don't even know if Tyler Shough's gonna be a Saint next year. I guess we can go check. As Tyler Shough signed a contract extension to stay a New Orleans Saint long term. He did sign a 4-year, $231 million contract extension, and I'm telling you, man, this is a death sentence for his career. I mean, there's just no chance he ends up completing his career challenge sticking with this stupid, tainted, dainted franchise. And with him turning the big 29 years old, I'm telling you, if he's gonna hit 90 overall, it's gonna be barely, because I think at this point in his career, gonna start to go down in overall next offseason. Now, after all those contracts expire, how much money are they actually gonna have to spend? Okay, 59 mil, not bad. Can they please spend it all again? Okay, so they pretty much spent every last dime. Hopefully, it's on players, not on just 1-year contracts like last offseason, but again, I'm just happy they're spending their money, unlike the first few years. They signed Cody Simon, Bryson Ringer, Tyler Lindenbaum, which is weird. I think we already have a good center in Eric McCoy. Rashawn Gary got a new contract here. Nakobe Dean. So, not a terrible free agency. As with Lindenbaum, not a right guard. I mean, his offensive line is starting to look pretty freaking good. I mean, you think you got a good team, and all of a sudden they win 3 games. Let's just hope, at least for the vibes, we end up with a good draft here. We should have like the #1 pick, so let's hopefully get a generational player. Okay, that's pretty freaking solid. We actually had the #1 pick in the draft and got Courtney Palmer, an 80 rated left tackle. Comes in at the perfect height, and somebody that more than likely is going to develop into an all-pro. Sure, Shough will be happy that he won't be getting sacked 60 times this season again. I'll tell you as a whole, and I'm sure Tyler would agree, the vibes are super low with this franchise heading into another season, but who knows, maybe this will be the year. Surely, this team doesn't go out and win just 3 games again, right? Come on, let's shock the world, and at bare minimum, dude, the most amount of wins he's won in the season his entire career is 7. So can we please just win 8 games? Oh my God, it's about time. It took Tyler Shough 5 years, finally brought the New Orleans Saints to the playoffs. Unfortunately, though, he didn't win the division because of a tiebreaker, so that kind of sucks. But what are the odds the first ever time he makes the playoffs, he just up and goes on a Super Bowl run? Our offense, at least, was middle of the pack, 13th in the National Football League. Defensively, we were top 10. And Shough, I believe that's the best season of his career. 4,300 yards, 35 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, only got sacked 41 times. I told you guys that #1 pick was going to be worth it. How about on the ground, we had Trey Benson, our first running back to ever hit 1,000 yards in a year. 1,026, so barely, just barely, but hey, it looks good to me. Tyler Shough with 5 rushing touchdowns himself, so that by far is his career high. Now, Chris Bell. Dude, this has been one of the best draft picks in Saints history. 100 grabs, 1,585 yards, 18 touchdowns. Even this Carl Shaw guy in his second year didn't do much last year. Almost put up 1,000 yards, had 7 touchdowns. Chris Olave is the one really not pulling his weight. And defensively, don't really know what we did to be successful. All we had was Chase Young get double-digit sacks, but hey, I'll take the performance. Now, were his numbers good enough to win MVP? No, they weren't. Pat Mahomes wins it, although for the first time in his career, he does come in the top 10. I am curious, having such a good year, if he finally became a 90 overall. Still haven't won Coach of the Year, but we're getting somewhere. Now, I want to see, do we have any individual accolades? Chris Bell, our wide receiver, wins Offensive Player of the Year. Now, moving on to defense, Didn't have, oh yeah, Chase Young for the second time today came in the top 10. I'm assuming, though, we did not have, oh, we did. This is our backup tight end, Brian Kramer. And also, we had Sam Van Buren get Defensive Rookie of the Year votes. So decent seasons from some of our young rookies. But here's the big reveal. His overall, after his 5th regular season, up to a 90 overall. And he just had to face the other way, didn't he? But oh my god, dude. It is about time, after 5 years, Tyler Shough finally completes his first career challenge. But what are the realistic odds that he completes the other 9? Hey, also good news. Just checked. He made the Pro Bowl for the first time in his career. And this whole career thing's kind of sketchy, man, because with him starting so late, he's already about to turn 30 years old. So who knows how many years he has left before he retires. But I told you guys I'm gonna believe in Tyler until he retires. And the team around him after their first successful season, up to an 89 rated. Dude, look at that tackle. He's been playing on the right side, up to a superstar, 84 rated, so he is going to be here for a long time. Outside of that, dude, what a signing Trey Benson was, up to an 87 rated. Chris Bell up to a 90. And that backup tight end we had is a superstar, 81 rated. That's just insane. Now, we do have a division rival Falcons in the divisional round, which we played them week 12 at home and lost by 7. But then 2 weeks later, after the bye week, went to Atlanta, beat them by 3. And the good news that since we beat them away from home already, we get them away from home in the playoffs here. What are the odds after all this? Surely we don't lose our first playoff game. I hope to God we win somehow and actually go on a playoff run. Might be a dark horse, but I believe in Shough. Just got a full send it, boys. Come on. Can Tyler Shough win his first ever playoff game? And he does. Thank God. I was going to be so disappointed if we lost our first game, got first rounded, because we might not ever make it back to the playoffs. But we beat the Falcons 38-31 as Tyler Shough in overtime gets the win. Outgained the Falcons by 120. He went out with a masterclass. 4 touchdowns, 315 yards, outplayed Jackson Dart. Trey Benson again, what a godsend he's been. Outgained Bijan Robinson on the ground by double. And then Chris Bell doing Chris Bell things, 11 grabs for 149 and 2 touchdowns. Now, can he do it again here, away from home, in Los Angeles? Which I'm not going to lie, I have no idea who the Rams have a quarterback at this point. Their QB is, oh, Charlie Turner. They still got Puka, dude, who's a 99, so it's going to be tough, man, but hopefully we can lock him down. Hopefully Tyler Shough can put up another masterclass, get another win, and advance into the NFC Conference Championship for the first time in his career, and we get another win. Let's go! Kind of sucks, because we're taking on the Giants away from home, the 2-time defending Super Bowl champion New York Giants and Dante Moore, so we definitely have our work cut out for us. But bro, we just took down the Rams and Puka Nacua, outgained by 100 yards again away from home. We play our best football away from New Orleans. Another Tyler Shough masterclass, 295, 3 touchdowns. Trey Benson, kind of a stinky performance, but Chris Bell, brother, he might be the best Saints receiver of all time. Now, can Tyler Shough do it? One more win to make it to his first ever Super Bowl, in his first time ever making the playoffs. It's only have to take, taking down the 2-time defending champions. But if anybody can do it, surely it's Tyler Shough. The controller's down. Nothing else we can do at this point. Do we lose? No, we don't. We do it again. 3 straight wins away from home in a thriller. 28-25 by the skins of our shaft. Very even ball game down to the end, but somehow Tyler Shough outdueled Dante Moore in a very even matchup. 7 touchdowns to 0 interceptions between the two of them. We were even outgained on the ground by quite a bit, but man, I don't know. We did just enough. Chris Bell, does he have 10 touchdowns in the playoffs? We took down one seed on the NFC side of things. Now, to win his first ever Super Bowl, he's now going to beat the AFC 1 seed. It's like, who do the Raiders even have at this point? 99 Brock Bowers, 99 Max Crosby, 99 Ashton Genty, 98 Jordan Tyson. They have, oh god, 89 rated 41-year-old Matt Stafford. So, oh, they even have Ruben Bain, dude. They are loaded. But you best believe we're jumping in here to try to do our absolute best to help out Tyler Shough and the Saints to bring the Super Bowl back to New Orleans. Obviously, we're only controlling the offense, waiting our defense to put up a good game. Looks like we're going to force Matt Stafford and the Saints to a quick little 3-and-out. So now it's time for Tyler Shough to come out and hopefully put on another masterclass here in the playoffs and hopefully maybe put up a historic Super Bowl performance. Come on, lock it in, Tyler. First play of the Super Bowl. Receiver open, wide open. It's going to be a grab from Shough. Young, the second-year receiver, 24 yards on the first play of the Super Bowl. Let's get Benson involved here. Cut back at the middle. Decent little run. It's going to be close to a first down. Going to keep it on the ground, put our faith in our running back. Make sure we open up this drive for the touchdown. Go score! Ooh, had a little wiggle to him. Thought he might have got the outside there and scored, but a first down. We'll keep the chains moving. Ooh, I want to take the deep shot. Oh, B, wide open. Oh, I tried to set my feet. I tried to stop. He was wide, figured out. That was an easy touchdown. See if I can make up for that bad throw and that bad decision on a third down here. I really don't have to settle for a field goal. Hopefully someone can get open. Tight end. Oh, Bell hangs on. Oh, my God. Those are some incredible hands. That's Chris Bell, not our tight end. That's our big wide receiver showing right then and there. Why? He's one of the best receivers in Saints history already. Slant, again, dude, he has sticky hands. He got hit as soon as he caught that. Chris Bell, he's just automatic. I might throw it to him 15 times this game if I got to. Let's see here. Kramer, our young tight end, is going to bulldoze his way down to the 1. Now, let's allow Tyler Shough to do it himself here and to give his New Orleans Saints their first lead of the Super Bowl. His first ever Super Bowl touchdown, and we better hope to God it's not his last. Come on, defense, come out, lock down the Raiders once again, please. Not good. 15-yard penalty. They're going to tie it up, aren't they? 3rd and 7, touchdown. Raiders don't like it. Let's go back out there, regain this lead. I was really hoping this was going to be easy Super Bowl, but man, as you've seen, nothing comes easy in Tyler Shough's career. Oh, God, just throw the... I was trying to throw it away. Oh, Chris Olave's open. Come on, hang on. The football. First down. I'll just dump it off to the running back. Thank God we got it off. Trey Benson. Oh, it got the first down. I thought he was short. This time, going to hand it off to the running back, who is going to get bumped and only get a couple. Oh, running back again, wide open. Nobody's even over there covering him. Big first down. Oh, God, throw it away. This time, thank God we got rid of it. Can you make this throw? Tyler, back of the end zone. Dot. Oh, my God. That was absolute perfection. I don't know what was happening here. We're stuck. A touchdown, nonetheless. Oh my God, it was beautiful. Hopefully, oh, they're going to review it. Oh, I'm scared now. Please don't tell me that was all for naught. That was such a beautiful throw. Let's see. The catch. I really don't know. I have no idea what they're going to call this. He caught the football. I just don't know if he was out of bounds. I think the touchdown's going to stand. Touchdown stands. Touchdown, Tyler Shough. That might be the throw of Madden 26, boys. And the field goal is going to get blocked. Oh, God. It was close. All right, defense now. We need you to get a stop here. And they're not going to listen to me, are they? Oh, wait. He's got a 4th down stop. I love it. Now with a chance to go down the field. 2-minute drill. Take a 2-possession lead going into halftime. Drag. Shaw again. Big first play of the drive around midfield. That's going to take us to a 2-minute warning. The game's gone pretty good. Tyler Shough's been good. Offense been a little wishy-washy. The offensive line's not been the greatest, but I will definitely take a touchdown lead in the Super Bowl. Hopefully, extending our lead to 2 possessions going into halftime. Handoff Benson. Go score. Go score. He didn't. Drag. Kramer. Nice little 8-yard gain. We need to be a little careful because there's only about 30 seconds to go, but I didn't want to give the Raiders the ball with any time on the clock. Bell is open. It's going to be enough for the first down. Got out of bounds. We don't have to use one of our timeouts. Come on, no mistakes here. Wide open receiver. That's Bell again. That's going to be a New Orleans Saints touchdown. Tyler Shough, his 3rd passing touchdown of the game. And it was a methodical 2-minute drive to take a 2-possession lead. Unfortunately, I think we missed the extra point, but the Raiders don't do nothing before the half. Now, oh, it's our ball. I forgot they got the ball first. Dude, if we score this drive, it's probably a GG. Benson, go score. Oh, 1 broken tackle and he was gone there. Give Shaw a chance. Just kidding. Come on, I know if we don't pick this up, the Raiders are going to score and make it a game again. Drag us open. Bad throw. We're going to have to punt. It's a really good punt. The Raiders got out of their own end zone, but they're going to be forced to punt now. Thank God, and that's going to give us incredible field position. Please, let's go score and end this ball game here. Oh, we legitimately just can't get a pass off right now. I might have to just run the ball. Maybe a screen pass or 2. Screen pass to Benson. Try to actually get some positive yardage for once. Benson with the handoff. Gets the first down. Thank God. Handoff Benson. Dude, he's actually running the ball really well this Super Bowl. Oh, Chris Olave is wide open. Cornerback blitz. Oh, there's no way that safety got there so fast. It was so open. Need this rather badly, boys. Trey Benson's wide open. Oh, my God. Bang! Come on! Again, we go for 2 for some reason, but that should be ball game, right? The Raiders go down the field, and they do score a touchdown. Come on, let's chew out this clock and bring the Super Bowl back to New Orleans, please. Okay, not a good start to the drive. There's a flag, though. I don't know if that could be a face mask. It's a personal foul against 2. For what? Holding? Okay, not good. Not good. Need 17 yards in 2 plays somehow. Oh, wide open, please. In stride. Bang! Come on! Bounce it outside. It's just like now that we have to run the clock out, the Raiders defense is locking down the run game. Maybe this is the perfect time for a deep shot. No, he's clamped. Maybe run up the field, just get the ball away, Shough. What are the odds here, boys? What are the odds? I'm going to take a shot. See our receiver can go up and make a play. It's probably going to be picked off. Shough, please. Shough, please. Shough, please. Trying to draw a foul. Going to punt the ball back. We need our defense to bail us out now. 3rd and 13. 4th and 7. They owe us a 2-minute warning. They didn't get it. And boys, that is Tyler Shough's first Super Bowl of his career. It's been a struggle, you best believe it. It has been a tough time in New Orleans, but maybe this is just the tipping point to what will be a successful second half of Shough's career. Super Bowl complete. I really don't know if he has enough time to complete the rest of the challenges, but at least this was a start. Now, I wonder if with this Super Bowl win, that was enough to bump him up to superstar. Yes, it was. That is massive. Also, he had Chris Bell finally become superstar, which is well deserved. As he becomes a superstar, completes another challenge. I will say, as long as the front office keeps this team intact for the most part, they really could go on another run next season. But unfortunately, this offseason, they don't have nearly as much money to work with, so I highly doubt they even sign a single free agent. Yep, didn't sign a soul, which is even more of a reason it is vital they put together a good draft here. Just draft us another 80 like last year. Well, I'd rather not talk about it. So despite not doing a goddamn thing this offseason, is there any chance this team could compete for another Super Bowl? Although, our edge rushers suck. Honestly, I'd be shocked if he even made it back to the playoffs. But I suppose as long as you got Tyler Shough, you always got a chance. You best believe, especially with what we went through the first 5 years of his career, I will gladly take another 10-7 playoff berth. Even though it means we didn't win the division again, got the 7th seed, but it's a tough NFC South right now. Offense finished 7th in the NFL. I'm pretty sure it's the first time they ever finished top 10. The defense, I told you they were going to suck. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's calm down for a second. Where did this come from? 5,200 yards, 49 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. This might be, fellas, this might be good enough for MVP. Where in the world did this come from? Threw for almost 1,000 more yards than he ever had before, 14 more touchdowns than he ever had before, and these 49 passing touchdowns yet again means he completes another challenge. And of course, with those numbers, he made his second Pro Bowl. Also, didn't even notice he completed 73% of his passes. That is insane. I'm excited though to see who caught all these touchdowns. Now, on the ground, whoa. Don't know what happened to Trey Benson here, but he barely touched the football. Only averaged 3.6 yards per carry. Did at least get into the end zone a lot, but imagine he didn't score all these touchdowns. I mean, Tyler Shough could have freaking thrown for 50-something. Now, let's see. Through the air, Chris Bell, he's the best receiver in Saints history. 122 grabs, 1,700 yards, and 26 receiving touchdowns. He might have got MVP votes himself. Chris Olave, that's the best season he's had since Tyler Shough has taken over. 120 grabs, 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns. Look at this, Carl Shaw. Remember, didn't do anything as a rookie. Has really broke out the last 2 years, putting up about 100 grabs, 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. Now let's see why the defense sucks so bad. They had somebody, Drew Brees, put up 16 sacks, but they just had like no help at all from their edge rushers. The rookie, Curtis McLaughlin, 7.5 sacks. Maybe he can turn into somebody half decent. Had Steve Guerrero with 6. We just hopefully can have a front office either sign or draft at edge the next offseason, and maybe we can get to cooking again defensively next year. Here, let's see it, boys. Did Tyler Shough win his first ever NFL MVP? Oh, that's rough. How in the world did Joe Burrow win when Tyler Shough had numbers like this? Wait, I gotta do some investigating. Oh, okay. That's why Joe Burrow won. 5,666 yards and 56 touchdowns. That's a little bit ridiculous, Joseph. Dude, what is this receiver room? Jamar Chase, this guy put up 26 touchdowns. I don't even know if Chris Bell's gonna win anything because of this guy. Again, still can't win Coach of the Year. I do want to see NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Chris Bell, who should be becoming a superstar X Factor sometime soon. Tyler Shough came in 4th. Drew Brees can't win Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year had nobody come in the top 10. Defense, we had Curtis McLaughlin win, so maybe he can turn into a stud. Now, what are the odds, my friends? This team can do it again. I think the odds are rather low. Last year was like a super improbable run, but who knows? One more playoff win here will be the 5th of Tyler Shough's career, which would complete another challenge. I do want to see, though, did we play the Packers in the regular season? I always like to check. It makes me feel a little bit more calm inside, but unfortunately, it looks like we did not play the Packers. Oh my god, dude. We literally could have gone 15-7 13-2, but I don't like this at all. We lost 5 out of our last 6 games, and if we would have won just one of those, we would have won the division for the first time in Shough's career, so that's rather unfortunate. Definitely not playing our best football at the right time, but let's see if we can lock in for the playoffs and win his 5th ever playoff game here. It's gonna be tough. We win 34-31, which yet again completes another career challenge. Dude, he must have been wheeling and freaking dealing. We had 575 total yards of offense. He threw for 495 and 4 touchdowns. Tyler Shough, 14 for 212, 2 touchdowns. That's insane. Chris Bell, good game too. Now, can they please keep it up here? Away from home against the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, we've technically won 4 straight away playoff games. Can we make it 5? I beg we do. 19-17. For the 2nd straight year, we have an opportunity to take down the New York Giants in the conference championship game. This is an insane, improbable run, yet again, my friends, as the 7th seed. Tyler Shough apparently turns it all on in the playoffs, although he kind of a stinky game here. Chris Olave, all of our receivers kind of stepped up in this one. Brian Kramer, our tight end, 6 for 64. Actually, one of the first teams to be able to lock down Chris Bell. But can we do it one more time to advance to a back-to-back Super Bowl? We're gonna go ahead and simulate this bad boy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad if we lose this one. It's been too good of a run, beating 2 really good football teams, and we lost. We lost. That is so upsetting. 31-15. It wasn't really that close. After what, 6 straight playoff wins, we finally lose. Oh, an 18-point fourth quarter is kind of nasty. Got outplayed by Dante Moore, and I have a feeling though, it's not gonna be the last time these two match up in a very important playoff game. Finally, for the first time in his career, becomes an X factor. Yes, he did, alongside his #1 receiver. The crazy thing is, like, he's going down in overall. Madden, they've screwed their game up, and I don't know what you guys want me to do in these career challenges the rest of the year if I do anymore, because there's a glitch in Madden where every single quarterback in the game, doesn't matter if you're a rookie, doesn't matter if you won MVP, doesn't matter if you're a 20-year-old 98 rated quarterback and just threw for 75 touchdowns, every single quarterback in the offseason goes down in overall. So it's really hard for some of these quarterbacks to progress. That's probably why he didn't get into the high 90s. Had the best year of his career and he goes down. Oh, and defensively, I think that's our first X factor of Shough's career. I mean, Sanker up to an 89 rated X factor, McLaughlin up to a superstar. And the good news is the front office got $50 million to spend this offseason, so maybe, just maybe, they can fill some of our holes up and potentially again actually make it to the Super Bowl next season, which it doesn't look like we spent way too much, unfortunately. Probably just like 10-15 mil. Maybe signed 1 decent player or just a couple scrubs. No, we got whoever these 2 fellas are. You know what, boys? It is time to draft a generational player here. We need a generational player to be able to join a generational team that's going to go back to the Super Bowl next year. I mean, got a good free safety and a good D tackle in the 6th round, but nothing way too generational about this. You fellas know what it's time for this next season. It is time for Tyler Shough to win the NFC South. It's crazy. They won a Super Bowl, but yet to win their division. It's been, what, 7 years now? Well, boys, that's a vibe killer. Hopefully, this isn't a sign of things to come for the second half of Tyler Shough's career. I really hope our Super Bowl win wasn't our peak. Definitely wasn't the offense's fault. Shough had 5,000 yards yet again, 39 touchdowns, 8 picks, but as long as Joe Burrow's breathing, he probably didn't win MVP, although he had a great year. I mean, it's not his fault we didn't make the playoffs. On the ground, it's the running game. Like, I don't know what happened. We're just not running the ball a lot. Jeremy Copeland here, 11 carries, 18 yards, but 11 of those carries were for touchdowns, which is just a little strange. Chris Bell still balling out, 1,600, almost 1,700 yards. Yeah, Tyler Shough leading his touchdowns this season. 3 1,000-yard receivers. It's just crazy work. How about defense? We had not many sacks this year. Curtis McLaughlin went a little bit backwards. Brian Brees, same thing, although 10 sacks is great. Let's see, though. Did Tyler Shough win MVP by chance? No, Josh Allen and the Falcons did. Shough came in 4th. How did Josh Allen get on the Falcons? Wait, there is a chance, though, that he made another Pro Bowl, which would be another challenge completed, which, there it is. 3 Pro Bowls for Tyler Shough, which is his 6th career challenge completed. Wait, hold up a gosh dang second. I forgot. He is now up to 201 career passing touchdowns, which is yet again another challenge completed. I just feel like it's these dang division titles that's going to end up screwing him. Now, surely after the season he had individually, even though they missed the playoffs, he doesn't lose his X factor after just having it for 1 year. Still is a superstar X factor, as I don't think anything else has changed too dramatically on defense. I think everybody else stayed the same too, except this guy, Kirkpatrick, now a superstar. But the good news that we see here is we got 90 mil to spend this offseason. Just rather not, our front office is going to be lazy crazy. So it looks like we spent the bulk of it. Rather or not, it was on a bunch of trash. Who knows? They ended up locking down Princely. Cam Scattaboo, apparently to be our new running back, although at this point he's probably a little on up there in age, but I'll take it. Okay, brought Eric McCoy back in Tyler Lindenbaum, so that's actually not too sexy. I don't know why they made it to free agency anyway, but at least we got him back somehow. And then Darrell Boone, a cornerback for a 4-year, 120, I gotta see who this is, $120 million contract for a cornerback. That's insane. This guy better be like a superstar X Factor 99 rated. Okay, he's not an X Factor, but he is a 95 overall. I mean, I'll take it. 5th-year cornerback out of Boise State, but man, 120 mil is crazy for a corner. So now let's see if we can supplement with some young, cheap talent in the draft. Dude, we're gonna have the best cornerback room of all time. We literally just got a 79 rated cornerback after just signing a 95 rated. I don't even know if he's gonna be able to get playing time because our corner room is so deep. I mean, with Cam Scattaboo at running back now, it's the highest rated running back Shough had back there to hand off to his entire career. Maybe this can finally be the team to be the first one to win their division. Watch us miss the playoffs for a second straight year. Now tell me, where the frick did this come from? We had the NFL's number 2 offense, so our offense somehow broke out. Defensively sucked. Not like it was really Shough's best season. That's a great year though, don't get me wrong. Don't think he's going to win MVP, but that's good numbers. He's had better though. Now on the ground, this is why. Cam Scattaboo, hopefully he stays here the rest of his career. Oh my god, where did this come from? I don't think we had this many rushing yards the last 3 years combined. 1,500 yards, 18 touchdowns, and Shough with 7 touchdowns this season himself. That's a career high. I mean, Scattaboo might have won MVP at the running back position. Chris Bell doing Chris Bell things. 19 touchdowns, 1,500 yards. Little dip in production from Chris Olave, but he's getting on up there. Guy's been a good servant here in New Orleans. He's 32 years old. Probably will retire in a couple seasons, but he's still a good receiver. 85 rated. We have an uptick from anybody sack-wise. It looks like, yes, we did, my friends. 12.5 sacks from Curtis. It's a big step up from a year ago. He's kind of finally playing towards his potential. Matthew Bass, 12 sacks. Brian Brees, 10.5. Now, by chance, did he win MVP? No. Jackson Dart. Oh, he came in second. That is gross. God, dude, just like the division thing, I just don't know if he's ever going to do just enough to win MVP because it's always getting stolen from him. Oh, but finally, most important, yours truly is crowned NFL Coach of the Year. It's about freaking time. We all got robbed, man. Why do the Falcons rob us of every single award? Tesla wins Offensive Player of the Year. Had Chris Bell in second, Shough in third, Cam Scattaboo in fifth. How did he not win Offensive Player of the Year? That's nuts. Defensive Player of the Year goes to this guy. Now let's rock and roll, boys. We're actually just going to simulate straight to the Super Bowl, and I'm going to manifest our second appearance, which will lead to Tyler Shough's first ever Super Bowl win. Oh, I was wrong. We didn't even make it out the divisional round. Maybe a first round bye is a curse for us. But disappointing end to what was a phenomenal season. Wait a minute. No. Why did he retire? Dude, I think he wasn't even 30 years old. That's not good. That was like the whole reason our team was good this last season. Oh, I'm upset now. Who the heck is going to play running back for us next season? And Shough is still an X Factor. I told you guys he's going down further and overall, all the way down to an 85. Dude, I'm telling you right now, if we do not sign a running back out of free agency, this team, after going 15-2, is going to miss the playoffs completely next year, which they got $28 million to pony up. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even realize that Shough's contract was out. He did, though, sign a 2-year, $75 million extension, but I'm glad he re-signed. Things have been going well here last few years, but so it looks like we spent a little bit of the money that we had, hopefully, on a running back. We ended up making just one signing, and funny enough, it was a running back. Oscar Hargrave, know nothing about him, but hopefully he's half decent. So I actually checked real quick. The running back that we signed comes in as an 87 overall, so not as good as Scattaboo, but he'll be better than what we would have had otherwise. You know what? I actually wouldn't be mad if we drafted a running back in the first round here too. We can just move on. Unfortunately, I feel like there's a very, very slim chance we can match last year's 15-2 season, but you best believe we're gonna give it our best shot. We finished the season, hopefully in the playoffs. The simulation takes so long. 8-9 again, that's gross. It's all Scattaboo's fault. Definitely wasn't the offense's problem. The defense was very, very mid. Let's see, Shough with really good numbers, about 5,000 yards, 37 touchdowns. I mean, in a normal season, you think these would be good enough for MVP numbers, All he needed was one more rushing touchdown to get to 20. I told you guys again, Oscar was not going to be nearly as good as Scadaboo. You know who's good? Tyler Shough. 1,400 yards, his career best, 16 touchdowns. Chris Bell, another good season. Surprised Chris Olave is still playing. He'll probably retire anytime soon. Let me guess, Bengals quarterback wins MVP. What a shocker. It's not Joe Burrow. We didn't even come in the top 5. Now, the worrisome thing, boys, I will say, is Tyler Shough is at the point where he could retire any given offseason. I don't think he would, because he's still an X factor, but there's always that little worry in the back of my brain. Oh, God. Tyler Lindenbaum retires. Chris Olave retires. I don't see Tyler Shough, though. But even though he's coming back, it's not going to be the same, losing 2 of his big boy starters. Yeah, Shough's playing another season, but this still is going to hurt. Hopefully, we can replace him with this money. I'm scared to see if Shough lost his X factor, because he is getting up there. Now, still an X factor. Chris Bell lost his, but Shough all the way now down to an 82 rated. Now, regardless of what happens from now until the day he retires, after, the few hiccups he had the first couple seasons, I think he's gone on to have a really good career. 3,800 yards, 276 touchdowns to only 86 picks. I mean, again, for all I know, he can play another 5 years, but I got a feeling he's not going to last another 2 or 3. Gotta keep in mind, too, though, he is really close to completing another challenge. He just needs one more rushing touchdown to get to 20, but we're really going to need our front office to be active this offseason, because we got some big shoes to fill. This offseason ended up picking up another running back, which I don't feel like we needed, fullback, and George Pickens, apparently, to be our Chris Olave replacement, which he can't be too high of an overall at this point, is he? He's just an 87, it looks like. It's actually not bad. And that running back, apparently, is better than what we had previously, so at least that's a little bit of an upgrade. I just want to have one more good draft again. Pretty good draft. Can't be mad at getting 3 players, 73 rated and above in the first 3 rounds. And got some perfect players from round 4 to 6. Now, also going into the next season, you got to keep in mind, even if he does play another year, if you look at his contract, he only has 1 year left. And we might be at the point where the Saints want to move on, which would be fine, considering he keeps going down in overall every season, although he's still a capable starter. If this is his last season as a Saint, can he at least go out with the bang here? At least now, they flipped that 8-9 to 9-8 and made the playoffs again, but unfortunately is not good enough to win the NFC South. Led another top 5 offense. It was the defense that sucked again. Another 5,000 yard year, 33 touchdowns. Did he get 1 rushing touchdown? Yes, he did, which is officially good to complete another challenge. Again, I'm sure the Bengals quarterback won MVP this year. Unfortunately, the running game wasn't that great overall, though the Shivers was fine for the amount of carries he got through the air. Tyler Shough apparently he's taken over as the team's #1 receiver. Chris Bell still putting up good numbers, though. George Pickens was a good signing to replace Chris Olave, and our tight end Brian Kramer has turned into quite the beast. Again, you can't be too upset when we have 3 players on defense get double-digit sacks. I don't know why our defense sucks so bad. Let's see, who is it? Cooper Peterson again. Shough barely even came in the top 10. But if this is his last run as a New Orleans Saint, can he go out a Super Bowl champion? Probably not, considering they only won 9 games all year. Oh my God, that is actually insane. I didn't think there was a chance. I honest to God thought there was no chance. We beat the Packers by 20-something points, took down the Rams by 6, took down the Bears by 5, literally 3 straight wins away from home to make it to the Super Bowl against the freaking Jags. You know what, brother? In the competitive spirit here, if we can take down the 1 seed Jags as the 7 seed, I will count a Tyler Shough extra Super Bowl win in replace of that stupid division winner challenge. So if Shough can win this game, win a 2nd Super Bowl, that officially means all he has to do to complete his career challenge is win NFL MVP. I don't know, though. Can they keep the streak alive as the 7 seed? And I don't think he's actually ever won a playoff game at home, which is crazy to think about, but I don't think the fans will care. They can just win another Super Bowl. Oh my God. It wasn't even close. 45-10. I genuinely did not think they were going to do it. Tyler Shough, dude, Super Bowl MVP. What a freaking legend. And yes, I know it might be kind of Mickey Mouse, but this extra Super Bowl win officially replaces and completes this dumb challenge. I gotta see how in the world did this happen. We had 426 yards of offense. Shough, oh my God. His overall might not be as high as what it once was, but dude, 372 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. Takes down CJ Stroud and the Jags, by the way. Tyler Shough, big game. Travis Hunter, not enough to beat us. Chris Bell still putting up good numbers. I legitimately thought this was going to be one of the dumbest career challenges I've ever done, because I legitimately thought we were going to get to the end of his career and he might have 1 or 2 of the challenges completed, but man, he has turned a switch once he hit 30, and now he's just an NFL MVP away, which I guess this is a spoiler. He didn't retire, but the question is, he's down to an 81 overall, still an X factor, but did he sign a contract extension? I don't know. I don't know know if that's for next year. You know what? Let's just simulate the next season and see if he's still a Saint. That'll take care of it. I don't know why I have a weird feeling he's gonna be somewhere else. JK, he's still a Saint. Dude, if Tyler Shough clutches his challenge up by winning the MVP and I have to wear his jersey for a month, I'm gonna crash out. Well, if anything, we made it back to the playoffs, which funny enough, now we start winning the division. Oh God, we led the NFL's #2 offense, 4,800 yards, 30 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. I assume there's somebody out there that threw for more touchdowns and won the MVP, but I'm a little scared with those yardage, not gonna lie. What do you do on the ground? He put up only 2 rushing touchdowns. A running back, Shivers, a lot better this season, 1,100 yards, 16 tutties, 3 1,000-yard receivers, including our tight end for the first time in Shough's career, which is crazy. Dude, we were really close to having 4 1,000-yard receivers, which is kind of nuts. We really didn't get the backfield that many times, but I want to go check really quick. The Bengals quarterback, they're always the one that just throws for 1 billion yards. Yeah, there's just no way. There's just absolutely no shot we ended up beating out this guy. He's up to a 99 overall already. As Shough, he barely came in the top 5. I guess at this point, dude, screw it. Let's see if he can make it to another Super Bowl. I told you, every time we have to play at home, we lose. We didn't lose the first game. We did lose away from home, though, unfortunately. As at least, if there's any consolation prize, it's the first time our Tennessee Titans have made it to the Super Bowl. Hopefully they win. Hopefully they beat the Falcons. So is Shough actually gonna go out a loser? If he's gonna retire this offseason, I would have rather been a year ago when he actually could have rode off into the sunset of Super Bowl champions. I got a bad feeling that this is gonna be it. I got a bad feeling this is where the challenge is going to end. Maybe he surprises me. Maybe he plays another season, but he's gonna dip down. There it is. Tyler Shough has officially called it quits. I have to say though, dude, what a phenomenal job at trying to complete this career challenge. It was a tough one. It was a hard one, but it's crazy to me that he only came an NFL MVP away from completing it. Even though his career got off to a pretty rough start, definitely had his lows along the way. But I think Saints fans would be over the moon if you told them that Tyler Shough was going to turn into the 19th best quarterback in NFL history. And most importantly, a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Now, if you enjoyed the career videos, you can click right here to watch another one that also gets crazy.